Good morning.
Good morning.
Today is Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the board. First, we'll hear for any public comment. Please state your name for the record.
My name is Murielle McCarthy. There's a lot of concern about mail-in ballots and the coronavirus, so these comments are about that. Please provide the public, Board of Elections, please provide the public with your detailed plan to assure voters that absentee and mail-in votes will be secured as they are received and that they will be properly counted, when and where, and how will the public have the ability to observe the process. There is concern, partly due to some history, of stacks of submitted absentee ballots being found unsecured and uncounted in past elections, and because it is likely that so many voters will opt for mail-in voting due to concerns over the coronavirus. What provisions is the board making for Election Day to account for issues that are likely to arise due to the coronavirus? Specifically, is there a health emergency? If there is a health emergency because of the virus, has the board considered not setting up the polls and instead conducting the entire election by absentee and mail-in votes? If so, how would this be communicated to the registrants, and would there be any changes in how they request a mail-in ballot? Have enough mail-in ballot request forms been printed, given that so many more voters are likely to request them than anticipated prior to the virus factor? Will the Board of Elections announce to the public that they will have sufficient numbers of mail-in ballots for everyone who wants to vote by mail-in ballot? And will you assure us that you will have sufficient staff and procedures on Election Day for a correct count? Will the board purchase or lease additional scanners to accommodate the greater number of anticipated mail-in ballots? If poll workers refuse to show up, will there be lots of extra trained people to fill in? And will this be legal, given that some of the positions are elected? If machine operators refuse to show up because of the virus, will preparations be made for many extra trained machine operators to fill in that day? How will you deal with lines of people if they are afraid, or if health officials instruct the public to be 3 to 10 feet away from one another? How will you clean machines after each voter uses it for fear of spreading the virus? And how will you clean pens for voter sign-ins? Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any more public comment? Hearing none, we will proceed to old business. We will hear a report from Assistant Administrator Joyce Roll.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Joyce.
Good morning, Joyce.
County Board of Election report. Due to the petition challenges pending in Pennsylvania Commonwealth Court, Philadelphia's 2020 primary ballot has not yet been finalized. Therefore, the walk-in voting option under Act 77 is not yet available. We will update our website once the ballot is finalized and available to the public. However, the absentee and mail-in ballot applications are currently being accepted. So far, we have 4,624 absentee and mail-in applications approved. We have 77 alternatives, 2,586 civilians, 732 which are paper, and 1,854 online. Mail-in ballots.
Oh, so just could you go online?
Sure.
So it's
18 civilian. We have 2,586 ballots. 732 are paper, 1,854 online. Okay. Mail-in ballots, we have 1,333, 213 are paper, 1,120 online. Civilian overseas ballots, 190. Federal voter ballots, 358. And military, 80. And that's it for the county board. The next is data and imaging. For the election cycle to date, we have processed 107,145 applications, of which 17,300 were paper. Data unit is up-to-date processing application and has approved 15,300 applications with another 2,000 to be proved. All F codes, they are the ones that came in after the election, are up to date. Imaging up to date with processing apps and disproofing. Both units are working with petition reviews, and select personnel are working with Commonwealth courts. That's all I have.
Juice, do you have anything from the correspondence unit?
Yes, the correspondence unit is alphabetizing. And also, the document unit is busy with mailings, building street lists, districts, and sorting and citing apps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there any new business?
I have none.
Hearing none, make a motion to adjourn.
Second. What in favor?
All in favor? The motion,
Aye.
the meeting is adjourned. Call the chair. Thank you.